All right, continuing on with Oktoberfest Burger Month, and today we're going to be making burgers out of bourbon. This one right here is Bulleit Bourbon. Now, we're going to start off with 1/3 of a cup of this delicious bourbon. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a cup, because unlike my other burgers, I'm coming back with a couple of extra ingredients. I'm going to come back with a tablespoon and a half of this Worcestershire sauce. Okay, and we'll come back with another tablespoon and a half of ground cumin. There's one. There's my other half. Now while you're putting it together, mix it up. Okay, next, I've got some oregano ready to go. Back to my tablespoon. Then we're going to down it to 1/4. That's this one. Let me just scoop it out. Okay. Now you can start seeing it turning color, just turning a little bit. Salt and pepper. I'm going to say roughly about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm not one to measure this stuff out though, guys. I like to get it all in. So we got that together. Let that sit for a second. So I've got some hamburger patties already measured out, my 8-ounce patties. I'm just gonna stick them in here. On my last couple of videos, I pre-seasoned the patties, but this time my season is in the bourbon itself. So, we're just gonna come, we're gonna drizzle it on top. Let it soak all around the meat. And we're gonna come back in about 15 minutes and we're gonna flip it over. And we'll get the other side soaked up the same way. It's been 15 minutes, so it's time to turn them over. Because we wanna get the seasoning on the other side of the burger also. As well as let that alcohol soak into the bottom of that hamburger meat. Again, I use ground chuck 80-20 version. Has a higher fat content and it makes the burgers more juicy. Makes them taste better, and they're not so gristly like if you use regular hamburger meat. So now I had my seasoning pre-mixed this time while I was waiting on my 15 minutes to go by. So it's easier if you do it that way, folks. Anyway, we'll let that sit on 15 and we'll walk out to the griddle next. All right, we're outside at the griddle, got everything ready to go. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is take my butter, stick it off here in the corner, and let it start melting on the inside there, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it later on. Second thing is, the grill itself is about 400 degrees. I'm gonna take my patties, so light them up. Okay. Next thing, you're gonna take the Blackstone hamburger press along with your wax paper, and you're gonna squeeze them down. Now, you can see how perfectly they turn out. I'm gonna show you how I do 2 of them. I'll take care of the rest, and we'll come back in a few minutes. All right, we got everything cooking. Take a little close up, folks. You can start seeing where all the juices are coming through the hamburger patties. That's your signal saying it's time to flip it on over. So, let's get after it. There we go. They are looking good. Now, on grills, you always got some hot spots. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna relocate these right here. Get them in the center. And then well cook once we're gonna put them on the outside. Now, it's gonna take a couple minutes to cook the rest of this meat over. Meanwhile, I have me some downtime. I guess I'm gonna drink a little bit of this bourbon, and I'll see you when we come back. All right, let's see where we're at. The meat's been cooking for about another 2 or 3 minutes, so it's starting to get up done well. The other thing I want to show you is we put about 3 tablespoons of butter in there earlier, and I'm gonna show you what that's for, but I wanted to melt it down. Now, let's get back to these patties. While they're cooking, I've got me some nice savory cheddar, and you can't have a burger without cheese. So, we're gonna go a little heavy on the cheese on this one. There we are. Actually, I'm not gonna do cheese on that one. Let's save this one. There we are. Now, we got 2 slices left. We're going to cheat this one right here in the middle. We're going to let that melt down a little bit, and then we'll take the burgers off. We'll be ready to put them together. All right, let's see what they look like. Got the cheese melting a little bit better. Time to get them off. Now, like every household, some people like cheese, some don't, so I always like a little bit of both. There we are. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Now we come to the ones I label as my burgers. I made myself a little 8-ounce patties. Look at that. Versus the 7-ounce everybody else is getting. So let's get these put together and let's see how beautiful we can make this burger. All right, we got the meat done, so now it's time to get the buns ready to go. So, you're wondering from earlier what exactly we were using that butter for? It's the buns. So spread that on there, put those upside down. Let the buns toast. Ooh, that butter's hot. But it's no easier way to do it, folks. This way your butter's already nice and warm, it's melted. It's gonna crisp up and brown up really nice. Last one. All right. Now, while we have those browning, let them singe, you can always feel them. We're gonna come to the next part, which is my mayonnaise for the burger. I would say be a little generous with it. It's about 4 tablespoons, I would say. Take a couple little dips of that. Now, I want some jalapeno juice on mine, so take about 1/2 tablespoon. Mix that in there. Now we're going to use this to put on the bun. There we go. That is going to taste good. Alright, so let's let that rest. Let's check these buns out, see how they come. They're starting to toast. Let's leave them up here just a couple more minutes. And then we're going to put everything together. Check. Let's check them again. Woo, hot, hot, hot. Yep, that is exactly what we want to see. As usual, the top's gonna look just like the bottom. So, pull all these off. Yep, there's the bottom. Turn the griddle off. And we have everything we need to put this hamburger together. All right, y'all ready to see how to put it together? Let's get it going. Here's the beautiful bun. Let's get the sauce on it. Spread it all out all the way to the edge. No such thing as a sloppy hamburger. Matter of fact, the sloppier it is, the better it tastes. Okay, So, bottom, we're gonna come in with some lettuce. And next thing is this beautiful patty. Look at that cheese melt on there, it's perfect. All right. Come in with a little jalapeno. Give it that added little flavor. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna drizzle it with some red onion. There we go. Lastly, put the bun on it. There you are.